thought I'd go fishing. Hey campers, you're wondering, aren't you? Yeah, the man cave. Finally, got the restoration done. Well, almost. Let's check it out. Okay, so we're in the bottom of the cottage here. And this is Mary and I's relax area. Here you can see, say hi to Mary. This apparently is the new boss's chair. She kind of likes it there for some reason. But I used to have my desk and everything here. You can see it right here. Here's a picture. So what I've done is I took everything down. Decided to put my walking sticks in here. I've still got to put the rest of the masks up. And I'm going to find some sort of table or something to go in this area here. We're going to go into the man cave. So here's the man cave. Now it's not 100% finished. Here you can see I moved the desk and everything in here, and I put the corner back in on the desk. I didn't have that before. My computer, everything here, I had to repaint everything, so I had to take everything down. So I took everything down, filled in holes, whatever, got rid of the mold. There was mold down under the corner there. So I had to get rid of all that and repaint everything and then put everything back up. Even this wall is not finished. I think this is going to be my hat rack for all my spam hats and whatnot. You can see the axes are back up. Here's a picture of what it looked like before. So you can see the shelves are way higher because I had the monitor there. And I moved everything over and the hats are going to go there. I think I'm going to put all my fixed blade knives here. I haven't figured out how I'm going to do it. Right now they're sitting on the table here. More on that later. And here you can see I moved the wall of shame to there with all the stickers and of course Mary's pictures and things like that I got from subscribers. The shelves and everything with everything back on. The workbench. Here it is here, and still sorting it out. Everything's in its place. I've just got to tidy it up. And you can see I brought this in, and this is just a place to put all my boxes that have like leather working stuff, my Dremel, all my Dremel accessories in there. Over here I have this, and I'll be putting stuff up here. Here you can see I've started to sort out my knives. I really like these boxes. They were inexpensive, and I have just got myself a whole bunch of moisture absorbents in them. And I'm going to be putting them in here just to keep the knives safe. I've got to go through this. This has got all my Victorinox stuff in there, got some tools and stuff, more Dremel parts. This is going to be sorted out. A lot of this will be going to the shed, and it'll become a storage for knives. Brace yourself. It's the laundry room, which is the half of the man cave. Therein was the problem. The problem I had was mold, plus, for a couple of reasons. I showed you this was the laundry place. When I tore everything down, pulled everything out, repainted, got rid of the mold and everything, what I found was that these cupboards here, you can see this one here, especially up against the wall, when I pulled the dryer out, the vent for all the damp air and everything blowing out was about this far from the back of the dryer. So basically all that wet air was blown in onto the back there and onto the back, and basically came in that cupboard there. That cupboard was actually a clothes closet. It had all my clothes that I don't normally wear, special occasion clothes like formal wear, jackets, formal shirts, pants, shoes, yep, all covered in mold. I spoke to the guy about it, and he said you can try washing them, taking them to the dry cleaners, but he said it never really works. You have to throw them away. So I did. I fixed the back of the dryer, repainted the walls and everything, got everything out of the cupboards, got rid of all the mold in there with the spray, wiped everything down, got rid of the mold and everything. There was mold in the corner down here under the table. Got rid of all that, repainted, fixed all the holes in the walls from hanging stuff and things like that, and then started to put it all back together again. Then the guy called me and he said, "You've read the report, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." I'm going to move the camera, hold on. And he said, the problem you have is you have a cinder block house, there's no forced air, and there's no way to put forced air in there. And in the report it said that there was a lot of mold in the air. And they said probably more than what we're reading, because there was a lot of other material in the air. Basically, there's no air movement. If you open a window, that was it. There's no fans, there's no nothing. I have a window unit upstairs, air conditioner, which kind of blew the air around upstairs. The reading up there was a little bit better. In the man cave, that material was a lot. Yeah, you know what it was, right? Using the Dremel to clean up knives, polishing, sanding, stainless steel knives, carbon knives, cutting wood, whatever. All those little bits of material just sat in the air. None of it was good. Hence, coughing and that sort of thing. I used to wear a mask. I still do. I have a mask. It's a HEPA filter. Great. I would wear it when I was doing all that stuff and everything like that, and then I would take it off when I was done. Well, all the air was everywhere downstairs. It was full of this stuff. So I had to vent the whole place. The guy told me what to get and how to do it. And I have a fan. I opened all the windows down here and had an oscillating fan going for 24 hours a day. In here, I had to get a VU light, and I had to get a dehumidifier, and I forget what you call them, those machines that suck in the air, put it through a HEPA filter and blow it back out. It just cleans the air. They've been running 2 weeks solid in all the rooms and down here. Much better. But it cost me a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of money to do it. Just the testing was expensive. It really put a dent in my budget. We're back up. I can now do videos here. He asked me what I do when I do my videos, and I showed him a video, and he said, okay, no more knife stuff in here. The leather stuff is no problem. Even, using the leather dye and that. He said, that's no problem. It's all the other stuff you're doing with the knives. So I have to now do that outside of the cottage, which means I have to go to the shed, which is a little problem in winter. But I have heaters, and I'm making a plan in the shed. I'm going to have to make some changes. I've had to move all that stuff for the knife stuff to the shed. Only thing I'll be doing here will be talking about what we're doing, showing you what was being completed, and of course doing all the leather work and everything in here. As you can see here, and I'll show you, I'm going to take the camera here. Here, this is what I'm talking about, these air purifiers. I have a couple of them, and I put them in the room. You can put them on timers and do all that good stuff. They're HEPA filters, and they will tell me when the filters are done. And here is the dehumidifier. This is, you can see the water that it's pulled up here. You can see it in here. I'll turn it around for you. You can see it. That is the moisture it's pulling out of the air in here. So that's been running forever. And then he said to me, you're going to need exhaust fans and circulating fans. So I went online and I found these guys. Basically, these plug into your light socket, and it is a light and a fan that is controlled. It's not very big, and I bought two to test, and they work great. They don't move a lot of air. They're pretty quiet. You can barely hear them, and they have the light, comes with a remote. You can control it and everything. This one is probably going in here, and I'm trying to decide whether I wanted to put it there or above me. I'm thinking in the middle there will be more effective, although the light is controllable on it. Different intensities on the light. I'm not too worried about that. Already the lighting in here is a lot better than it was before. And of course, the one thing that does kill bacteria in the air, including mold, is one of these, and that is a VU light. Told me to get one. You put it in the room, close the door, turn it on, leave it to run for 6 or 7 hours. It kills all the bacteria, and including mold in the air. And hopefully this is going to catch all the bad stuff, that thing that's left over floating around. So I've been doing that in all the rooms. It has been traumatic, having to work in here and get all this done. So, of course, no videos. I think I made one. Sorry. Been a little busy. So like I said, it's not 100% finished. I still have to do something with this wall. I'm thinking of putting that up there, which is just a pegboard, and then these little carving things that I've done. And like I said, put my hats there, and I'm going to figure out a way to put my fixed blade. This is not all my fixed blade. They're just my more favorite fixed blades. Going to find a way to hang them on there. And that'll basically finish it. I do have other space. I can put things on as, I get them. Can tell you I threw away a lot. I'm a hoarder, apparently. Did not know that. Now I do. I'm one of those people that when I buy a product and it comes in a box, I like to keep that box allegedly for a week or two while I use the product in case there's something wrong with it and I have to return it. In the cupboards there was a bunch of boxes, which I basically threw away, and there was stuff in there that one of the things that did get affected by the mold was leather. Interestingly enough, this is a BPS knives. I think this is the Adventurer. No, is it the, no, this is not the Adventurer. I forget which one it is. It looks like stainless steel, right? Well, it's actually carbon. And if you look closely, yep, rust. The odd thing is, no mold on the BPS sheaths. I had to go through with a fine tooth comb check them. This is the Adventurer, I believe, a beautiful knife. This is their best knife, I would have to say, that they make. And I have a bunch of them. None of the BPS sheaths had a problem. This is my Condor Bushlaw. It is carbon, but I use it a lot, and so I tend to oil it more so it doesn't have any rust on it. It's well used, the blade. The sheath, nothing. No mold on it either. The only sheath that landed up having mold on it was this one, which just happened to have my favorite knife in it, my Knives of Alaska. So I had to clean that, and that spray I have, you just spray it, you wipe it on, and then you wipe it off, basically, and the mold is gone. And it won't come back because it has that on it. So I had to do that with this sheath. Didn't really affect the sheath that much. In fact, you can barely notice. In fact, the sheath looks a lot better. It's that time of the year for me to go through all my knives anyway, make sure they're oiled, no rust. I also put neat's foot on all the sheaths and things like that. I haven't even started on my folder collection, which just happens to be in this cupboard right there. They're all in here. I still have to go through all of that. And while I'm doing that, there is a lot of knives in there that I'm probably going to be getting rid of. Knives that I'm never going to have a collection for unless they have a special purpose for me. They're going to be going. And there's a bunch of them. So I've done things on multi-tools and all sorts of stuff, so it's going to be a lot of them. Not sure how I'm going to do it, but I like the way this is set up now. Now I can make a video right here, do the leather, go down to the shed, come back. My computer's right here. I can go right into the computer, hook up my phone, and download everything that I need. And then of course over here, I don't know if you can see this, bring you over, is my charging stand area. Everything charges off here. My GoPros, earbuds, lights, you name it, they're all get charged there. Even my Dremel batteries and stuff. And, I've still got some other things to do. Like I said, I've got to go through the cupboards. I've got to finish in the lounge there, where Mary is very comfortable. You can see her there. You can see there's stuff lying on the floor that I have to get rid of. And but that's all small stuff. It's not stuff that's going to affect me making videos. So. And then the shed is going to need some work. I'm not worried about that. There's room for me to put stuff out of the way so that I can do the work. Not the best way I like to work. Sure, you know. I have to put extractor fans in the cottage and in the shed. In the shed because I'll be working on it. I found one that can mount in the wall. It has a tube that comes down. You put it right above with a little hood. And it just sucks all the nasty stuff straight out. I just want to test some lighting quickly if you want to watch. There you are. That's probably the way the lighting's going to be. I'm not sure how much that fan is going to help. This is where I am right now with the lighting. I don't like really bright lighting. I think it kind of burns out the picture. You can still see the product. And so let me know what you think. And there you have it. The man cave, almost kind of sort of done. So now I can get on with the things I like to do, and that is play with my knives and other things and leather, and get back to, you know, I've got walking sticks and things like that I've been working on. And as you saw, I actually went and did some fishing. I got so frustrated, I was like, you know what, I need to stop what I'm doing. I was running out of ideas. I couldn't figure out where to put that. It took me a long time. And yeah, I caught a couple of bass, not very big, but hey, they were fun. Fly fishing is what I like to do, and I haven't had a lot of chance to do it this summer. And fall is here where it's getting cooler. But hey, ice fishing. There's always that, right? Trudges in the snow. That's always a good time. You all be safe out there. Especially when you're doing all this stuff, you know, you're using drills, you got this and that, and you're messing around, you're cleaning stuff, you're on a ladder, you're off a ladder. Always be careful. So I'm busy taping and filling in holes, and I have to keep Mary out of the room. How do you keep her amused? Just saying. And don't forget, like, share, subscribe. You know the story. Pretty sure I'll be back. It's going to take me a while to catch up. I'm now way behind the power curve. Hoping fall is coming, and Minnesota in fall is a beautiful place to trudge. So there's that. Maybe we can do some trudge and coffee or trudge and fish or something. Out there, I haven't done that much. And it's that time of the year for me where I get a lot of medical testing done. Just the nature of my health problems. I have to have testing done. Stressful time for me. But we'll get through it. We will persist. Thanks for watching. Sorry about the wait. Took longer than I thought it would. But we'll see you again soon.